Pikachu.
Hey, this is Papa from StreetFighterTradingSystem.com. All right, so we are back for day 7, I think, or day 8. I'm not doing a video every day because at the end I'm posting some stuff on the Facebook group, and you can follow what I'm posting, right? And you can also see what others are doing. But today, I think I need to do a video. I will not review the entire day, but I want to talk about a specific situation. And as you have heard on the beginning of the video, I'm going to talk about the Pikachu setup. Okay, and I'm basically going to give you what is the only weakness of a Pikachu. Right, so if you see this weakness, you should not take it. So first, what is a Pikachu? For those who don't know, so a Pikachu is when there is a Shoryu and a Shoryu punish that happen at the same time. So we can also say a failed two-legged pullback and a two-legged pullback that happen on the same time. So if it's long, the shape is gonna be like, let's say, A, B, C, D, E, okay? And then I'm gonna have at the same time A, B, C. So A, B, C, okay? So A, B, C, D, sorry, A, B, C, D. So I'm gonna have this shape, and then on the short side, it's gonna be the flip side. So I'm gonna have the A, B, C, D, E, right? And then I will have A, B, C, D, okay? So let's say my entry point is always on the E, right? And over here, right? So let me zoom because maybe you cannot see. Okay, so I'll have something like this. So what you need to understand is to understand why what is the thing that can make a Pikachu fail. You need to understand what is the main weakness of a two-legged pullback. Okay, so the main weakness of a two-legged pullback is this. So I repeat, a two-legged pullback, let's say we have this. Okay, so we have an impulse move. Then what you are waiting is for the price to break. Okay, and then you will take the trade over here. So it's doing an up move. You wait for the price to break. It does A, B, C, D. Okay, and what you are banking on is that the price will do a new high, right? So the price should do at least a high over here, or a high, something higher than this thing. But the main property, and this is what I've always teach to people since the very beginning, is to not have something called an opposing STT, okay, right at your entry point. So what you have to draw is the opposing STT, okay, so opposing short-term trend line. And if the short-term trend line is opposing to your entry point, you should not take it, okay? So this is basically the weakness of a Pikachu, meaning that when you have it, you need to draw, okay, the opposing short-term trend line. And if it's opposing to it, then you should not take it. So let's take a look at some example, because yesterday there was two Pikachu that happened, okay? So there was first this one, okay? So this was A, B, C, D, E. So Shoryu punish, and then you have A, B, C, D. So Shoryu, okay? So we had both setup that happened at the same time with a candlestick that we can call a spinning top or spinning, and this would have been like a SBK setup. So it had many parameters. It didn't have the fib, but it was not with trend. Pikachu, whatever. So the Pikachu, it doesn't really care about trend, not trend, whatsoever. But as I said, its weakness is really this short-term trend line, okay? So if you draw the opposing short-term trend line, it will be this. So you try to connect as much candle as possible. You need to have at least 3 connected candles. So it's the short-term trend line is not this, right? The short-term trend line is this, okay? So in this case, is this thing. But on the second one, right? So let me remove this line. So again, we have a Shoryu punish and a Shoryu. And what you see here is if you draw the short-term trend line, okay? So this will be basically how your short-term trend line will work. So you try to connect as much candle as possible. And here you can see, right, that this short-term trend line is acting as resistance, okay? So when you have this, don't take it. Well, it works, huh? It still works if you do the methodology of having your how you call it, your stop sell above one tick above this candle. But you know that on what I'm teaching you, I'm telling you that we need a 2-point fix stop loss for a 1-point fix reward, right? So if you do this, you would have entered here and it would have cut your trade, okay? So I think that many people took this trade yesterday. Most probably that they were in a very, very upset mode because the thing took really some huge time to go down, okay? Another trade that was maybe better was this maybe lower high over here when you see, so it does the two-legged pullback, and then lower high, and then when you see this candle go above, you anticipate. But anyway, I don't anticipate for the moment. But yeah, just to tell you that if you see an opposing short-term trend line that is right on your entry candle, then you should not take it, okay? So you can draw it like this, or you can also draw it like this. So I don't know why yesterday I see it. Yesterday, this morning when I was looking at the chart, I draw it like this from here, 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 and here, right? But you can see that it's directly opposing to your candle. Let's take a look at some other example of Pikachu, right? So the Pikachu is a very, very high percentage win rate. It almost never fails, but it will fail on those specific situations that I'm telling you. So when the short-term trend line is acting as opposition. Okay, so here, for example, if you have to draw the short-term trend line, so you still have, here it's basically, you cannot draw a short-term trend line because it's basically a range, right? So here it's doing this, right? You cannot draw 3 candles when you go up on the upside. Okay, so that's why this one was a good trade, even though you even have a lot of resistance. But as I said, you don't care about the resistance and whatsoever on the Pikachu. The only thing is to really check that your short-term trend line is not opposing. Okay. Do I have some other Pikachus that I can show? Actually, let me check because I remember KDI said at the very end of the day he found a Pikachu. Maybe let me check on Facebook. The Pikachu that KDL has found. So it was at. So give me a second. So I'm for you to see what I'm looking at. So basically, what I do, right, is I always, so you should do the same, right? I read through all the messages and I try to see who is telling what, and then I will incorporate it on my trading. Like that, even though I don't trade live and I don't have time, I can still review and feed out my brain, right? So I think I see it here. So we say over here, okay? So the Pikachu happens here, right? So as we see, we don't have an opposing short-term trend line on this specific setup. So if we take a screenshot of this, here the setup bar is this, okay? So if you draw the short-term trend line, so it's up, down, up, it should be this, right? And your entry point is here. So that's why it's a good Pikachu, right? So remember this, moving forward, the only weakness of a Pikachu is the same weakness of a two-legged pullback. And what is the weakness of a two-legged pullback is people not respecting the opposing short-term trend line. Okay, so always respect the short-term trend line. If you're taking a two-legged pullback, I don't take two-legged pullback, but on the case of a Pikachu, I will take it because it is a failed two-legged pullback, right? And what I will always check is if the STT opposing is acting as a resistance or not. Okay, so that was pretty much the video for the day. I will see you on the next video.